Hey guys, Super Gadget Guy here. From this nice Apple bag, a lot of wrinkles on it. You probably can tell that I bought another Apple product. And this time is the new 15.4-inch MacBook Pro with the Retina display. Take this bag out of here. So here it is. From the outside, I think this is the same design as the traditional MacBook Pro. Sort of, you cannot tell this is the next generation or the new MacBook Pro. Sort of the same design philosophy you see with the third generation iPad. They have the same box as the second generation. So it's really hard to know that this is what you get. But you have to read in detail. Everywhere else the box is the same except for the back. As you can see, it's called 15-inch high-performance notebook with Retina display. And this comes with a 2.6 GHz Quad Core i7. This is the Ivy Bridge processor, for those who keep tracks. And 8 GB of 1600 MHz DDR3 RAM. And 512 GB of flash, which is SSD. I read online they use the Samsung A30 SSD chip. And this is the graphic card is the NVIDIA GeForce GT 650M with 1 GB of memory. And most importantly, I know you can't tell from the image, someone joked that they used last year's box because they have extra left over to make the first batch. But it's actually used a similar design philosophy as the MacBook Air. So let's open this. Enough talking. So the announcement of this notebook comes at a very interesting time. That is also the start of the student discount. Apple does this every summer with regard to student discount, that if you buy a notebook like this, you get the normal student discount plus a $100 gift card to the App Store. It's pretty cool. So let's open this. I remember the old box has a velvet layer padding here, but it's just little soft paper. And this is the notebook, the same similar sort of tab. Lift. So here it is. We've got more details. That aside, it's a very dense box. I think the computer plus the box weight similar to the old MacBook Pro. So you have a little designed by Apple in California. The new MagSafe 2 power adapter. Come to this. And that's it. So this box weighs about a pound and a half easily. So before we get to the computer, let's see what we have in the package. Hello, quick start guide, and more stickers and cleaning cloth. Can always use cleaning cloth. MacBook Pro, still called MacBook Pro. I use touch, and quick start guide seems to be designed specifically for this MacBook Pro, not the original one. As you can see, the ports are different, and the thing else is the same. So here's the power adapter. You get the extended cord version, and you have the more compact. These should be the same. How do you open this? This is the same 85 watt, except for the connection tip right here. It's narrower and wider than the previous generation of the MagSafe adapter. So this is the 2.0 version. Your old ones will not be able to compatible. So I have no idea. There's certainly some complaints with the original version, say the cord is usually kinked, or because it's coming out this side, or I'll need to give it a try to see if they fix any of the issue with the old cord, but I don't know why they have a new version of it, new standard coming out. Of course, it's typical Apple to make the old version obsolete. So I have like 3 of these old cords. I have no use for them. And then again, Apple do sell an adapter for $10 that you can use the old power supply with the new connector. So those of you who bought the Thunderbolt display will need to get that adapter. If you get a new Thunderbolt display, the adapter comes with it. So you can use the Thunderbolt display charger to charge your MacBook Pro. This is a very similar design, except for the cord is different. I like to use the longer cord. Here we go, same as before. Okay, enough talking. Let's see the main reason why we get it. So, important notice, it's very similar. What do you notice right away is the weight. It is a little over a pound lighter. As you can see, from even the bottom, that you can see that there added air vent on both sides. And it has sort of very slim profile. It's hard to tell at this moment when I compare to my current MacBook Pro. So you have the MagSafe 2. See that they have to redesign it so that it is right up to against the case edge, that how narrow it is. 2 Thunderbolt port and the USB 3.0. Apple sort of advertises that they don't have to use a different color because USB 3.0 is compatible with 2.0, and since they only include USB 3.0 on these, you don't have to get a confusion. So that's the left side, the I/O ports. On the right side, you have the SD card, HDMI, another USB 3.0. Back, the same sort of black rubberized vent. And front, it seems to be missing is the indication light, the status light on this side. And also what's missing is the I/O port. But let's open it. So this is very thin and light design. I like it so far. Feels really solid. And he opens up. And there is, I don't see the battery status button, so to show you the charge, that seems to be gone away. And then the screws, back screws, are replaced with those special screws that Apple uses, so you can't open them anymore, instead of just the size 00 Phillips screwdriver. So, and I read that you can impossible to upgrade. So if you want the 16 gig memory, make sure you get the 16 gig. Don't even think about buying the memory from Fry's or online, Amazon to upgrade yourself. It's impossible. And I cannot find the battery indicator light, so I don't know if it's charged or not. But so here it is. Everything else is, there's a bug coming in. Everything else is pretty much the same. Keyboard, trackpad. So let's put it next to my current MacBook Pro. So here it is. Wow, feels a lot heavier. I know a lot of you see me do the Crucial SSD upgrade on this with my Iron Man sticker on it. So this is the early 2010 MacBook Pro. This is also has a Core i7 processor, but I believe it's a dual core with hyper-threading, so has 4 virtual core. So here it is, and here it has the indicator light. So this is the pretty much design de facto top-of-the-line MacBook Pro looks like. But let's not crush the new one. Let's put it next to the new one. That's also 15-inch. So as you can see, the new one is a lot thinner and a lot lighter, especially the screen. If you notice the screen thickness, the screen is a lot thinner on the new one. And the laptop itself is much thinner. I'll have to work out to lift the old one now because the new one is just so outstanding. This one, I bought it with the 7200 RPM drive, but swap out with a 256 gig Crucial M4 SSD. And the old one also has the high-res display. Where is the power button? Oh, power button is, I was looking for power button right here. It's certainly gone. Now the power button is a key, just like the MacBook Air. So, So typical setup screen for the Mac OS Lion. Another note is that even though it comes pre-installed with Lion,
English for the main language. Press the return key.
even though it comes with a Mac OS Lion, when Mountain Lion comes out, you get a free upgrade. So, which is next month. So, nothing to worry about. I'm gonna do the setup right now. Then I will do a boot, and then to show you what it looks like during boot up, and see how fast it is. Because this will be a clean computer, and you can compare it to the Crucial M4 boot up screen. Be right back.